When you were younger, what did you dream of becoming? Generally, most kids would say that they want to be a policeman, a fireman, a doctor, whatever. However, most people never fulfill their childhood dreams for a variety of reasons. Some might just have a change of interest, while most commonly it is due to the fact that we stop believing in ourselves. I'm just like all of you. I'm a 15-year-old student at IRHS attending English 2D1 with Miss BW, and like most teenagers, I'm still trying to find out who I really want to be. Though my life might seem normal, by no means would you call my life normal. I'm a high-performance athlete that travels 2 hours back and forth every day and sacrifices my social life for my future aspirations. Sometimes it feels like a marathon just to take a shower. Now, some might think I'm crazy for having a social life like Rapunzel. However, I would just call myself ambitious. Hi, my name is Lazar, and my topic is about the importance of goal setting and why you're yet to realize your potential through the power of self-belief. In most people's lives, whenever they have an idea or an aspiration to become something or do something that is seen as ambitious, there's always someone there to bring them down. The reason for this? Most often, society promotes the perception of you following your environment. For example, take someone that comes from a lower class neighborhood with little to no role models who made it out. They start to accept what society thinks of them and start to gain a false perception of what reality truly is. Though their opportunities still might be more limited to someone like me, by gaining this false perception of what reality is, they completely damage their self-belief and confidence. Whenever you have a lack of belief, you start to question your own expectations and abilities. As I was scrolling through social media one day, I came across one of TV's most successful presenters in Stephen Harvey. He gave the analogy of a flea and its environment. In an open environment, its capabilities are equivalent to that of a human jumping as high as the CN Tower. However, in a closed-like environment, like a jar, it stops reaching its own potential, as the environment around them is trying to convince them that this is the max, when from the outside in, this is simply not true. Sadly, this reality impacts most of us as we start to feel comfortable. Once comfortability sits in, it's very hard to get out of, and is one of the major issues for young people like ourselves. The truth of the matter is that if we just work hard, block out the noise, and put our heads down for the next 10 years, we will exceed even our own expectations of ourselves. Now that we understand some of the biggest factors that affect our own ambitions, I think it's fair to conclude that self-belief is very significant. However, self-belief is just the initial action that is required in order to achieve your ambitions. Self-belief is nothing when you're not willing to act on something that you believe in. Now, for the general audience, most say to themselves that they can do it, when in reality they end up doing nothing about it. Sometimes I fall victim to this train of thought. However, you can change this by doing something very simple. Set goals. The most efficient way of setting goals are by setting SMART goals. SMART goals are the idea of efficiently setting goals by using a set plan of action that is deemed realistic to you. By setting these types of goals, you make your plan of attack clear and will see drastic changes to your life fairly quickly. Now, the main question that people of our generation ask is what to do. I encourage everyone to read an article from Forbes, The Great Lie of Success. It discusses some of the little things that you can do and how you can expand from there. By taking these little steps, you'll start to hear that click in your step. As I start wrapping up my presentation, I want to give you a real life scenario to reflect on. Now, long story short, take two teenagers, one that is a party individual and one that is a musician. Now, while the party individual is consistently having fun, going to parties, flunking out of school and whatnot, while the musician is making a huge sacrifice by not going to these parties and is instead practicing their own crafts. Now, I'm not saying not to have fun. We're teenagers, we're supposed to be having fun, but there also has to have some sense of discipline. Now, flash forward 10 years from now the party individual is homeless and has no money, while the musician is going on their first world tour and is performing in front of sold-out arenas of tens of thousands of fans and doing what they love. Now, regardless of how big or even how small your ambitions might be, or even if you truly haven't found out who you want to be, all I ask of you is that in life, do you want to be a party rat or do you want to be the musician? Now, it's time to take action, and I hope that if you're just able to incorporate some of the small concepts that I discussed today, I'm sure you will overachieve any expectations of yourselves. Now, I smell success in this building. All I ask is that you don't get caught up in the crowd. Be yourself, and remember, believe the goal, plan the goal, and achieve the goal. Thank you.